Well, if I can find a few actually from some weddings, I'm going to love it.
The backlash makes me horny.
We're up for the banter.
It's a comedian.
Hello. Welcome back to That Josh James Show, podcast for the geezers.
And their birds.
As ever, joined by my right-hand man. He's Chrissy White, a.k.a. Whiteboy, Romford's number one podcaster. What a grandson.
How we doing, mate?
I'm all right, mate. You all right?
Good.
Good,
Ready,
mate. Yeah. Bit of news, man.
Go on.
I'm going on tour in 2025 with my debut stand-up tour.
Oh.
Doing all right.
Shit.
Jeez.
Yes, bro. Long time coming,
Long time coming.
but I think you've timed it right.
Well, we will see. I feel the show is really coming on. I feel like I'm talking about something that's important to me.
Yeah.
Most of all, it's about 80% funny at the moment.
Okay.
Just working on that 20% of some of the bits.
Yeah, well, look, mate, you don't want to make it too funny. You know what I mean? Save some for the next
I
one.
don't know if that's good advice.
No, but what I'm saying is, you know what it's like? Because you said this to me before. If it's just like bang, 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 like it can exhaust the audience. You need to have a little bit of like just normal stuff and then hit them with the bangers.
No, I'd want them laughing throughout. I want them getting carried on stretchers out of there.
Do ya?
Through lack of oxygen.
Well, you've changed your tune because that's not what you said to me a
Well,
little
no,
while
but
ago.
you've got to have a bit of narrative.
You must
in
have
there.
not had that much funny stuff then. So you was trying to wing it.
You've got to have a bit of narrative in there. Of course you do.
Yeah.
But it's funny when you're writing the show and you're writing bits where you're telling people a little bit about yourself. You're like, oh, do I want to reveal that? Or do I want to...
Yeah.
Or do I want to
Are you
share
being too
this?
vulnerable?
Do I want to... I mean, mate, I share some wild stuff.
Good. Well, I still haven't heard it, mate. And you won't let me come, will you, until it's finished?
I think wait until it's finished.
Okay.
Yeah, but we got some big dates out there. I think the southern leg of the tour is on sale now.
So where are you going?
Going to loads of different places like Portsmouth, Brighton. I'll be in Chelmsford. I'll be in Brentwood. Bromley.
Nice.
Yeah, come on, Bromley.
That's going to do well, that show.
Bromley's proper.
Yeah.
That's proper Josh James Heartland.
Yeah, shout out Danny Graft.
Shout out Danny Graft. Yeah. Basically, all the places where you can imagine people vote Brexit.
Yeah.
That's where we've targeted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What about up north?
I mean, well, they love Brexit up there, don't they?
They absolutely love Brexit up
Yeah,
north.
no.
They
So,
love a
but
good strike.
that's what I describe the audience as. Your political views don't necessarily need to reflect it, but the term Brexit sort of...
Yeah, it's more like a demographic now.
It's the word Brexit, I feel like, is a bit more of a description to describe a sort of Englishness.
Ease Brexit.
Yeah. Fish and chips, Brexit.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. Well, mate, I'm really happy for you. Really happy for you. I hope it goes well. I hope you sell it out. Come on, look, there's enough listeners of this podcast to sell out that tour.
There is, but people at the same time are also fucking lazy.
People are lazy.
Yeah.
They'd much rather go on Spotify or YouTube.
And I put all this free content out over the years, and some people will still look and go, £16 for a ticket?
Is that what it is? 16 quid?
About 16 to 20 quid.
Come on, pay the ticket.
Yeah.
Just do it.
But mate, it's nerve-wracking because you think to yourself, cool, putting all this work in, but it's just like, people actually going to come. You know what I mean?
Well, look, like you just said, you've been putting out all this free content. I know because I see behind the scenes, right? And I know people who watch your content must know this. You're not just filming this stuff on an iPhone
No.
and posting it. There's a bit of production value.
Yeah.
You get the cameraman out. You write it. You do it properly. The lighting's good. And it's all for free.
It's all for free.
So, listeners, if you like Josh James and you like the content he's been giving you for the past God knows how many years, now it's your turn to pay him back.
Yeah.
Go and book a ticket and come and see a good show for, let's have it right, the price of like a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Don't be tight, buy your tickets.
That's probably not, I mean, McDonald's is great, isn't it?
Mate, I've spent, my McDonald's order is £16.57.
If I had to choose between coming to watch me and getting a McDonald's, if I had £20 left in my bank account, I'm getting a Mackie D's.
What I'm saying is if you've got £20 left in your bank account, you probably shouldn't be going to a show or getting McDonald's.
Yeah.
You should be looking for work.
Go look for work first.
Yeah, look for work. 20 quid's not enough.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is they could go and get a McDonald's and go and see Josh James for 30 quid. You know what I mean?
What a night out that is.
Couldn't be better.
Mackie D's.
In fact, we implore you, get the McDonald's. It goes well with the show.
Yeah,
it's
get
like
it
a wine pairing.
Get it after.
Get it after.
After the show.
Yeah.
Go and, 100%.
Jamesy, couple of beers at the gig, McDonald's after. What a night out.
But I'm doing some big venues as well. So it's
Where you gonna be?
well, there is a big one in Essex. Or some people say Essex, some people say East London, but I don't know. I think that has been announced yet. I'm not too sure, but that is. But yeah, they're all pretty big. You know, pretty big size. Not all of them, because obviously there's certain places where you think, well, I don't think there's so many people there that would be into what I do. So they're maybe smaller venues, but especially the ones around Essex and stuff like that. They're big places, and obviously it's a bit like, oh, you think to yourself, God, it's nerve wracking because you think, is anyone gonna turn up? I mean, you got all these followers and stuff on social media, like your Instagram, and I think all in all, it's like hundreds of thousands of people over all the platforms.
Yeah,
the people that follow me. So it's a lot of people, but
they're spread far and wide.
But then also you think to yourself, does that necessarily transcend into people coming out and buying tickets to come and watch me? Well, I suppose we're going to find out.
I would like to think so. And look, you've taken the link. There's nothing you can do about it now, mate. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. Make the show as good as it can be. Plus, if you're doing multiple dates, someone might go to one and be like, then they start telling their mates, the show was great. You got to go and see it. These are the other dates.
Well, what's been nice is some of the work in progress shows I've been doing, the same people have been coming back, which has been really good.
Brilliant.
So like, it was just so good the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, you know, when they come back to the second work in progress, I'm like, listen, just have a
break.
Have a breather. Come back. Come back. I really
take some time out.
Really appreciate you coming, but have a breather. Come back when it's finished.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. And it was, obviously we spoke about the names of the show on this podcast, but I took the OSB's advice. I was thinking about calling it maybe like Doing Well for Himself or Boy Done Good, or and then obviously as the OSB reminded me, you ain't actually done that good yet. And I'm like, do you know what? It's exactly what I needed to hear. You're totally right. I'm doing all right.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right.
I'm not doing bad.
Yeah, you're doing all right, mate.
I'm not doing Bellingham. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
Mate, that could be an adjective. How you getting on? Doing Bellingham out here,
I'm
bro.
doing Bellingham out here, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing Jude.
Yeah, doing Jude.
Yeah,
bits.
so yeah, I'm doing all right. And I'm excited. I'm excited, and we'll see how it goes, mate.
Mate, I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see the show. You know what I mean? Always been a fan of your stuff. And yeah, come on. Let's sell this out.
We'll get there, mate.
I think we will.
We'll get there.
Brilliant.
Do you want any parts playing the show, or if I do a big homecoming gig?
Shit. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. You tell me. You're in charge, mate.
Yeah, maybe don't come up on the stage, but maybe you could do something.
I will 100% come up on the stage.
I don't
You
know.
imagine if I do a little warm up at the beginning. No, look, I could do like some sort of an intro. You know what I do want? Like when I see Mo and like Kay Curd and that after they've done the show, when you do the photo and the audience is in the background.
You want to be on that one?
I want to be in that photo.
Yeah, okay. You're quite tall though, so it's probably not
I'll
gonna
get low.
Yeah, get low.
Yeah.
Get low, bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably going to need to, mate, to be honest.
Brilliant. I could just stand a little bit further away, get the perspective right. I've always wanted
Oh
one
my
of them
God,
photos.
if you come to this big homecoming gig that I'm doing,
Yeah.
you'll be like a star there, man.
Sick.
Could you imagine?
Sign autographs.
Yeah. Would you sign an autograph?
I love signing autographs.
Really?
Yeah, I've done a couple.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of signing autographs, but photos all day.
Yeah, pickies, autographs. Should we get merch?
Could get merch. Yeah, could get merch.
Let's get merch, yeah, and we can get some podcast merch as well as your own stand-up tour merch, and we can sell it at the shows.
Yeah, not a bad idea. But I tell you what, that's what you can do. You can run the stall selling the merch.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Yeah, no,
Cheers.
mate, that'd be perfect. Because
Appreciate it.
But people will want to come over and talk to you. They'd be like, oh, that's Whiteboy.
And I can sell some stuff.
And you can sell some stuff.
All right.
And then you'll be
I
like,
suppose,
come on,
what
then
is it, for
you
like an
having?
hour before the show?
Yeah, an hour before the show, yeah.
No problem. I'll
Yeah.
run the merch.
Yeah, lovely.
Right,
okay,
sweet.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Merch guy.
Yeah,
Get your t-shirts,
yeah,
get your
get
t-shirts.
ya.
Two for a tenner.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You can do all them ones.
Brilliant.
So, yeah. How good was our beef, mate?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, nice.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Congratulations to the boat club couple.
Yeah.
Just a delightful wedding. Good to spend a bit of time with the missus away from the kids. But we miss the kids.
Yeah.
This is the problem, isn't it? As a parent, you want time to yourself. Then when you get it, you just look at photos of your kids
But
the
when
whole
the
time
kids
you're away.
kids are away, the adults can play.
Yeah, of course. And it's all right for a few days. Like, every time me and my missus are away from our boys, we just sit there looking at photos of our boys.
That's
talking
so
about 'em.
true.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
suppose
Sometimes
it
it's
shows
nice
we
to just
care.
have them taken away, like with the grandparents, and you're just like, oh, just get my hair. I can watch that for an hour on the telly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you're like, oh, just like him pottering about and being with me and that.
Yeah, me too. I get that most nights though. So they all go to bed early. So I get like a couple of hours to myself.
What time's the missus go to bed?
8.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a weird one. What's she do in bed? Just watch TV or
She goes to sleep.
Goes to sleep. What time does she get up?
6.
That's a long old sleep.
Up at 6. Bed at 8.
Do you think she's trying to tell you something there?
She's tired. Mate,
Yeah. Tidy
look,
your shits.
I had the boys for the whole day, right? So looking after one, you don't know how easy you got it, yeah? One's light work. 2, like a 5-year-old and a 9-month-old, it's tough. I went to a trampoline park, flip out at Lakeside.
Yeah.
Good little gaff, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm holding the baby because I can't put him down because there's nowhere to put him down. And I've got the boy and I'm trying to get his shoes off and put his like little grippy socks on and get the bits in the locker. But they took your pram off. They took my pram off me. You're not allowed to take your pram up there. And I was like, oh, I haven't got enough hands to do this. Like, it was intense, mate. And it's like, he's running off over there. I'm trying to keep an eye on him, trying to keep an eye on the baby. I was exhausted, mate. I've done like 12 hours, 11 to 11. My missus went out all day.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Mate, it was exhausting. So now I know why she goes to bed at 8, mate. She's knackered, been chasing 2 kids
Shout
around all
out
day.
to a Father's Day was not so long ago. Shout out to the creeps on Instagram that I saw that was giving it. Shout out to all the single mums out there that do the work of 2 parents.
On Father's Day.
On Father's Day. Now, 100% shout out them women.
Yeah, but not on
being
that
a
day.
single mum, that is, I mean, could you imagine?
No, it's too much.
It's incredibly difficult.
It's a two-man
But
job.
what I'm saying is these creeps on Instagram, they're just trying to get slid in there with the mums.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
On that day of all days, like, mums are mums. You cannot replace a mum
No.
in a child's life. You know what I mean? You cannot replace a mum.
Mums are the most
Of
important.
course they are.
They just
But
are.
dads play a pretty important role too.
Yeah, they do.
Right.
But they're not as important.
No, but at the same time, really important. Me
Yeah.
and my missus are a team.
But
She does stuff, I do stuff. All the stuff that we do is everything that needs to be done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She can't do all the stuff I do.
dads
I can't
do
do all
a
the stuff
great
she
job.
does.
But mums are the OGs.
Of course they are. But they get their own day. It's called Mother's Day. So yeah, these guys sliding in being all creepy on Father's Day. Come mate, wind it in.
I wonder if
Dads do pretty well too.
any of them got anything back from that though.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Great technique, to be
It's
fair.
not about, it's actually very sneaky.
It's really pulling at the heartstrings, isn't it? Because what it's doing is it's like showing a bit of compassion and showing a bit of awareness of the kid. You know, that's a great technique. It's sort of leading him to a false sense of security and then bang.
Literally, bang.
Bang, they're hanging out the back of it. Do you know what I mean?
Before they know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sneaky.
Shouting,
It's
who's
a
your
lot-
daddy?
It's a lot like the guy. It's a lot like the guys doing the selfies with a homeless guy that he just bought a sandwich for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little bit sneaky and it's emotional blackmail.
Well, do you know what I used to do when I was younger and I was single? I used to get pictures with like family, kids, but say like my little cousins or whatever. And
Yeah. Me too.
Because then the girls would see it and they'd be like, wow, this guy, he would like pitch.
Yeah, no, but you couldn't literally do 10 minutes around them kids.
No. No, literally, I get
I've
the
done the
photo
same.
and then I'm like, off, go play football
I've
or
done the
something.
same.
But I'm like, let me get my content first.
Of course.
To get a couple things in.
Yeah, mate. Like, we spoke about Harrison on the last episode. My cousin, he's 18 now. When he was
Yeah.
a kid, there's photos of me on Facebook.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
caption,
yeah.
my boy.
Yeah.
It's not my boy.
Yeah.
It's my nephew. No,
Love it.
my cousin. It's my cousin's
Or
kid.
one with your nan or whatever, just I'll take my nan out today. Oh,
Yeah.
they love
Oh,
that.
mate, they did. What a sweet guy.
They're like, oh my God, that's so sweet.
That happened once, actually. I come out, I met a couple of my pals and these 2 girls, and I was like, smart, shirt and trousers and that. And it was like, where you been? I was like, oh, it's my nan's birthday. And they're like, oh, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I couldn't wait to get out of there. But yeah, I'll play on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. You got to pull on all these things, you know, to get.
Of course you have, mate.
To get the advantage. But-
Manipulation. There's loads of techniques you can use.
Exactly that.
Depends
But,
how low you're willing to stoop.
a lot of things going on politically at the moment. Obviously, we're not really political, as we've said before, but there
Far
are
from
some very funny things that have come from it.
Yeah.
Farage is obviously running for a seat, and I think by
In
the
Clacton.
time in Clacton, yeah,
Which is jokes in itself.
yeah, it's just classic. Yeah, Clacton.
Clacton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It probably would have all been decided by the time this comes out. So it'd be interesting if he got it or not or whatever. But he got done with a milkshake again.
Yeah, in the boat. What, has he been milkshake before?
In the boat, yeah, multiple times, mate.
Really?
Always gets done with a milkshake.
Yeah, so this time it was a banana. Let me read this one
Yeah, go on.
because I found it so funny, mate.
Oh.
OnlyFans model 25 charged after banana milkshake was thrown over Nigel Farage outside a Weatherspoon pub, refuses to apologise and insists I made my point. So much in that. OnlyFans model outside of Weatherspoons
Yeah,
with a McDonald's banana milkshake.
I mean, it's just great, isn't it? I mean, what for her point of view, you've got to say, very clever marketing, because I don't know if you remember that song, My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out it has done, because her earnings have gone up 40k since she's
Yeah,
done
that's
that.
it. So she claims she's pocketed 40k from extra subscribers on her OnlyFans since she was arrested for drenching the Reform UK leader with the thick, icy, flavoured beverage in Clacton.
Ooh, yeah.
That's suggestive.
It's suggestive, yeah.
Thick
Sexual.
And icy. They're spelt thick with two C's.
Yeah, thick.
Thick, icy, flavoured beverage in Clacton. You know what I mean?
Thick. Oh, thick is such a great word, isn't it? To
Yeah, mate,
describe something.
She's got an extra 2k subs on her OnlyFans. What's she charging? £5 quid? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's come out with a video after saying, my milkshake brings all the voters to the rally.
Oh, did he say that? Nice. He's got
Shout out Farage.
good that he can have a laugh. I mean, I don't know if he's
Yeah.
saying shout out Farage, because I don't know. Don't want to alienate anyone.
I think
in
he
this
came
podcast.
across quite well on
I mean,
I'm a
this,
Celebrity.
This is the argument with Farage, is that people say that his views can be prejudiced or whatever, and they say, oh, he's hiding behind this guise of like being charismatic. But at the same time, you watch him and yeah, he has more charisma than a lot of other politicians.
It's pretty funny. Look, bearing in mind, I know nothing about this guy's ideals, his policy, what he thinks is right, what he's trying to make happen in the world of politics. I know nothing.
Doesn't like immigrants, basically. I think he's largely.
He
what
doesn't
is.
like immigrants
Yeah, no, don't like the immigrants now.
at all. Yeah, I can see why there's people who've got divided opinions on that.
Yeah, he's not into the
But even
immigrants.
still-
I know that.
I don't get into all that. All I'm saying is, he's a pretty funny geezer. You know what I mean? Does some funny stuff.
Yeah, I think, listen, when it comes to stuff like that, Farage, he gets a picture of a pint, doesn't he, and a fag. People see that and oh, he's like us, isn't he? That's all it really takes, doesn't it? For any politician, just go down the pub,
Yeah.
get a picture with a fag and a pint,
Yeah.
and then blokes like us are like, I'll vote for him. Yeah,
He's a geezer.
He's
he
a
gets the
geezer,
milkshake
yeah.
thrown in his face. He goes straight to McDonald's and buys a round of milkshakes for everyone.
oh, does he really?
Yeah, he come out with like loads of milkshakes and give them all out.
Listen, from that thing, but people might think that's a divisive thing what's happened there. They've both cracked it. Farage has come off looking like a bit of a hero.
Yeah.
She's come off looking like a bit of a hero.
She's got a few more subs.
She's got a few more subs. All these like vegan, you know what I mean? The people that are more like lefties, I suppose you call them, that like Farage getting covered with a milkshake, they've gone straight on her OnlyFans. They're on there like, whoa, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, if
So
they're,
they're getting
if they're
pleasure out of it?
vegan, yeah, they should be protesting the milk.
True.
There's so many ways you can get offended by
True.
this. There's so many ways you can get offended by this
But
thing.
what I'm saying is everyone has come off of that looking good.
Yeah.
Farage's supporters will like him more. The girls got more OnlyFans
Yeah.
subscribers. The people that don't like Farage, he's been done with the milkshake, they're happy.
Yeah.
And they found this new OnlyFans person that aligns with their political beliefs, so they can have a...
I absolutely guarantee you she's getting milkshake involved in her OnlyFans videos now.
Well, you'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
I would, yeah.
You would like to think that's part
Bit
of
of
the brand
food
now.
play. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of...
She should lean right into that.
She should lean right into it, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might shout her up and be
And
like,
she should
look,
do
I've got an angle
diverse.
for
She
you.
should do diverse. you know, she's obviously about inclusivity. If she's milkshaking Farage, she's all about inclusivity. So I would like to think that maybe OnlyFans content is diverse. You know, she's getting vanilla milkshakes involved, chocolate milkshakes involved, strawberry.
Yeah.
That's
no,
great.
look, mate, it's come off good for everyone.
Everyone's come off a winner.
All
there.
angles. I feel like I'm surprised there's not been a vegan saying that a cow's milk was stolen for nothing because that milkshake ended up getting thrown on the floor.
True. I forget that the vegans don't drink milk.
No, mate, that's the main one.
But what's wrong with
And
milk
look,
in a cow?
Bruv, it is, when you actually think about it, right, it is a bit of a liberty. So the cow has a calf,
Yeah.
starts producing milk.
Right.
Without the calf, it wouldn't produce the milk. You know, like a lady when she gets pregnant, she produces milk.
Yeah.
Right? They then nick the calf
Right.
away from her, attach her to these things, and just pump the milk out of her, whilst she can hear her calf crying for her, and the calf is then raised for beef. Right? Unless it's a female, and then that'll be raised
So
for
the
milk.
calf's getting ironed out.
The calf's gone, mate. They nick the baby off her straight away and then milk her.
Right.
Plus, it's like with a mother. The more they pump or the baby's on it, the more milk you produce. So where they're just like pumping the life out of these cows, it then turns into like this milk machine, and the udders swell up. Like, it's really uncomfortable for them, apparently.
Okay.
It's only supposed to be like a little bag like that, and it turns into this massive, great thing. It's just like
I
a
get
milk
it.
producing
I
machine.
get why the vegans got the up.
And then
yeah.
once the milk's dried up, that cow gets slaughtered for meat.
Really?
And when you actually think about the process, it's long. But a bowl of golden nuggets with a pint of full fat
Sorry, but yeah.
is so good.
This is what these cows need to come up with. Like, they need to come up with some alternative to, you know what I mean?
Soya, no good.
Yeah,
Oat milk,
this
keep
is-
it.
listen,
Almond, not interested.
Cows, calves, I get you. I get your beef. It's horrible.
Steak,
But what am I going to put in my tea? You know what I mean?
what are you going to put in your tea? And not just that, what are you going to put in your pitta, mate, with the butter?
It's butter from cows.
Not allowed butter, mate.
It's butter from cows.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Is it really?
Yes, mate.
Fucking hell.
So, you know,
Jesus Christ.
that meal
Is it
you made me the other
really?
day, the pitta with the butter and the steak, yeah?
Yeah.
All you've got out of them 3 ingredients, you take the cow out of it, is dry pitta.
Wow.
The beef's
Yeah.
good. Plus, my whole family would be skint. We're in the meat industry.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I totally get I mean,
It is a little bit out of order. One
No,
argument I would
get it,
make.
I get it.
One argument I would make. The reason that type of cow exists is because we've bred it to be like that. A cow in the wild, like an oxen, is like pretty skinny, big horns. We've like bred it over thousands of years to be like a beef producing or a milk producing animal. That cow you see, like Daisy,
So you're saying
with the
that
black
cow
and white
wouldn't
spots,
exist
it wouldn't
without-
exist unless we'd
without us.
manipulated it.
It's a bit like Spain.
Exactly.
Right, okay. Yeah.
That's Magaluf.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so
I get it.
technically it doesn't exist. Like all these dogs that are around now,
Right.
it all started as a wolf, right?
Okay.
And we
Did
kept
they?
breeding it,
Did
and
dogs
it's
start off with wolves?
yeah.
Right. Hell.
You're
This
thick
is-
as shit, mate. ain't
No,
you?
I'm listen. I'm not thick as shit. I'm not that clued up when it comes to animals. In all honesty.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I'll take that back. You're not thick as shit. You know some things, but
I'm
there's a lot you
switched
don't
on.
know.
Yeah, animals. I'm not. That milk process has spun my nuts. To be honest with
Yeah,
you.
but mate, like sticky toffee pudding, little double cream on it.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat sticky toffee pudding on its own. I need the cream. I say that I had sticky toffee pudding yesterday.
Yeah.
It was so
Okay.
good.
Well, listen. No, shout out to the cows, man. You do it. You do a great
Yeah,
job.
shout out to the cows. But like I said, they wouldn't exist if it wasn't
If
for
there's
us,
any
so-
cows listening, listen. It's not personal. It's not personal. I just like milk and I like steaks and
Yeah.
you know. But I'm gonna rethink that after that bit of information you've just given me there because I didn't really know too much about that. I don't know anything really about animals or the process of making food.
No, you think it comes from supermarkets?
Yeah,
It doesn't.
no, that's what I thought.
Comes from farms.
Yeah, there you go.
Shout out all the farmers.
Shout out all the farmers.
Did you watch any Clarkson's farm?
Watched a little bit of it.
I
yeah.
love it, mate.
He's a bit like Farage, isn't he, old Clarkson?
Yeah.
He's the same sort of
suppose
mould.
so.
As you know what I mean?
Suppose so.
Outspoken old geezer.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Yeah.
They're paying him 10 million a season for that show.
And people either love or hate that, don't they?
My
They either
dad
love-
doesn't like him.
Doesn't?
Nah.
Yeah, okay.
But I rate him.
My
Do
dad
you know he
like-
got voted sexiest man in the
Yeah,
in the
but
UK 2 years running?
That's not true, is it? I mean,
No, it's not. But how has he top that list?
money, maybe.
Yeah, but
Maybe his attitude, because he does like say it like it is what people some people like, don't they?
yeah, I reckon it was the age of the voters.
Yeah. So yeah, she's but well done to that girl for chucking over the milkshake.
Yeah, congratulations.
It seems to have works well for everyone, doesn't it? Really. So, but do you know who have been a bit like lambs to slaughter?
Who?
German sex workers during the Euros.
Tell me more.
Yeah, well, they're struggling with the demand, apparently. So German cities asked for more sex workers to handle Euro 2024 demand from football fans. Business is booming for brothels in Germany, as football fans, including England supporters, look to score off the pitch while enjoying
Including the majority
the
of.
majority of. You know, I think most European men have a bit more respect for for their wives back home. So yeah, German cities are appealing for more sex workers to come forward to handle Euro 2024 demand.
Where from? Like Amsterdam.
Officials in Cologne plan to send out more street workers as hundreds of thousands of fans arrive. So Kolja Andri Nolte from the Professional Association for Erotic Sexual Services, which has 1,000 members. So obviously it's legal out there, isn't it? You know, over.
Hang on a minute. There's a board.
Yeah, they've got like a proper, it's like an FA, but for brasses, basically.
Oh my God, this is fucking great news.
Yeah, well, that's how it should be. Because listen, if people want to do that, you need to make sure the right safety and
Of course.
things are in place.
Regulate it.
Yeah, regulate it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
100%.
so they're like the FA for the girls out there that are you know what I mean?
a
Doing all-
board, a committee,
Come on, board.
HR department.
Yeah,
Shit, I
like
bet
to-
that's a tough job.
I like to think that when this committee may be joined for a meeting, they may be like dressed in all like bikinis and stilettos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not in the usual sort of.
No, just like full gimp suit.
Yeah. Yeah, the chairman's there in like a gimp suit.
With like a dildo on your
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. You're going to have to take your mask off. We can't hear what you're
got
saying.
to take that dildo out your mouth. Sorry. Yeah, I was just saying that the cleanliness of some of the brothels have been really good lately. Yeah. Do you know what?
Keep up the good work.
Yeah. But they're talking really seriously as they're just dressed.
Yeah.
Like absolute.
Someone's getting spanked in the corner, yeah. Can you keep it down over there, please?
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what they're doing. So the guy runs this erotic and sexual services, which has 1,000 members, by the way, in Cologne. Says our members are not afraid of being overwhelmed, but rather are looking forward to a few more customers during the European Championships. He said, in Dortmund, where many England fans are staying, a high occupancy rate in the brothels here is expected. But they need a few more to help them out with the load. You know?
Yeah.
They're up against it, basically.
Yeah, they need help with the load.
They do.
Yeah, okay.
They
Brilliant.
need a few more bodies in there, you know.
I reckon that is going to be like German brothels.
Yeah.
I reckon they go off. And it's all legal.
It's all legal, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So there's a very famous, like, I think it's like the world's biggest brothel out there. It's like 9 floors.
Okay.
And you can stay there. It's like a hotel.
It's got a special name, hasn't it?
I can't remember what it's called.
I think that if I say the word, it's going to get pulled.
I don't want to say the names to encourage people to go there, to be honest. But
Okay.
yeah, I think it's like 9 floors, and then it's literally like
like a shopping mall.
it's like a Westfield, but for, you know, a bit of this, that, and the other. You know,
Fantastic.
yeah,
Yeah, well, like I've heard they're getting real upmarket now. Like you go in and there's just like iPads, and you can just like scroll like that one.
really.
It'll be like booked, not in at the moment, or like with someone, and you're like, okay, and you just get on the waiting list.
Wow, so it's like a self-checkout service.
It's like self-checkout, but it's just like all different types of women.
Yeah,
Can you imagine being the partner of a man who is going to Germany, to the Euros, and reading that article?
it wouldn't be great. I say if anyone is listening to this and your partner has been over to the Euros or whatever, I'm sure he's not getting involved in any of that.
No, I reckon he probably will.
I mean, yeah, probably is. But what I'm trying to make you feel better about the situation.
I'm just saying, it's going to be like loads of people getting phone calls. So look, I've just read this article, yeah? Keep it in your pants. But how would they know?
Yeah.
Debauchery.
That's a great idea, though, the self-checkout for the...
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I wonder
Absolutely
if they have it's an unidentified item in bagging area. You know, it's like geezer there who's just got his balls on there and he's just like, I'm ready.
No, it sounds fantastic. Look, I mean, hopefully they can keep up with the demand because there's going to be a lot of it.
There is, but I think good for them. I mean, that'd be a real good... They earn a lot of money, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's like the modern day gold rush.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be doing all right out of it, wouldn't they?
100%.
But it's just, I hope they're taking breaks and I hope they're not, you know, overworking themselves and...
Yeah, well, this is it. I'd like to think that if there is a HR department and a board looking after them, I'm sure there's some safeguarding involved. Do you know what I mean? Like no more than 5 a day, regular breaks. You know what I mean? Showers in between, regular screenings
what do you reckon
for
is the most
STDs.
you could probably do in one day of that, you know?
As a male or a female?
As a female, I suppose you've got bigger... As
of
a
course.
male, it's probably a little bit harder to
Oh,
get
you're
up
much
for
more
it.
limited as a male.
Yeah,
Much more limited. Giving and receiving is 2 different things.
it is, yeah.
I'm going to put a number on it. 10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot,
I
isn't
wonder
it?
what the record is.
Probably more than that, I'd imagine.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, maybe like, I don't know, I don't know my mind. Probably like 48.
48.
Yeah, I mean, if you go over 24
an hour.
hours and yeah, if you have one every half hour.
Yeah, but solidly for a whole 24-hour period.
Yeah, okay, maybe 40 then.
40 with a couple half-hour breaks.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it doesn't even bear thinking about, does
That's
it?
a lot, isn't it?
That's a lot.
They're the real champions of that
They're
Euros.
real champions of Europe.
Aren't they? They really are. They really are.
They are.
Forget Jude Bellingham.
So hang on a minute. We've got some new stats. The world record for the most men a woman has received in a single day. There is a registered world record of having sex with 919 men. This record is in the name of porn actress Lisa Sparks. In 2004, the porn actress Lisa Sparks set a new world record for having sex with the most men in a single day during the annual World Gangbang Championship in Poland, not far from Germany.
Wow.
Shout out Lisa Sparks.
Lisa
you
Sparks.
absolute trooper. Show me a photo.
When did your mum change her name?
I'm going to tell my mum you said that.
No, I'm only joking.
This is Lisa Sparks.
Let's have a look at Lisa. What a hero. 919. Do you know what? Dare I say it? She looks like she would.
Yeah.
Good for her, though. Good for her.
919 men. But what I'm saying is, right, that must be like couple pumps, next guy. Couple pumps, next guy. That's not how it's going to work.
I reckon that's probably one pump and then on to the next.
How many pumps per hour?
Yeah, I reckon that's one pump in and out.
Right, let's figure this out. Hey Siri, what's 919 divided by 24? 38.29. Anyway, it's a lot of dicks.
It's lots of geezers. It's a long way of saying.
It's a hell of a lot of dicks.
Lisa, I think you need to slow down, love.
She should probably go and get herself tested.
No, they probably all done that though. You know, this is legitimate.
But this is another thing
a
I would
world
say.
record.
This is another thing I would say, yeah, about the fact that there's a board of control that are regulating this industry in Germany. I'm sure there's regular testing involved.
Yeah.
It makes it safer. You know what I mean? They've probably got like making sure they're wearing condoms and stuff like that. When it's over here or somewhere where it's not legal, it's like the whole drugs trade, yeah? Make it legal, regulate it.
Yeah.
It takes all the fuckery out of it.
Do you remember there was that program on when we was younger, the Guinness Book of World Records show?
Yeah, what, with Davina McCall?
Davina McCall. Or
Great show, I love
it was
that.
on yeah, God, do you imagine if you see old Lisa Sparks on there? And they're like, hi, Lisa, what are you doing today? Well, guys, today my world record is I'm going to fuck 900 geezers in and out in a day. And they'd be like, wow, Lisa, that's going to take some going. Good luck. We'll
Bang.
see you at the end of the show.
Yeah, that's
see how
it.
you're getting on.
And then it's like, right, next record, that one's finished. Okay, let's check in and see
Then
how
you're
Lisa's
checking
getting
in.
on.
How
She's
you
like,
doing, Lisa? Yeah, not too bad, thanks. We're doing all right. How you legs?
Okay, Lisa, next guy, you're going to run out of time.
Okay. Send the next one in, please, lads. Anything you want to say, Lisa? Yeah, just want to say hello to my mum and dad back at home. Hope you're well. Couldn't do this without you. Hope you recorded it.
Back to you, Davina.
What world record do you want to break?
What world record would I love to break?
Yeah.
Probably like lowest score shot in a round of golf ever.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be good.
I think I'd like to be able to sell the most stand-up comedy tickets in Essex, but that wouldn't be a world record, would it? That'd just be an Essex record.
No, so we saw Ricky Gervais set the world record for most money made in one night for a stand-up show.
That would be the dream, wouldn't it? Right, selling the most amount of tickets on a world tour of a stand-up tour. That would be great.
That'd be fantastic. I'll tell you what would be another good record. Most podcast downloaded.
Oh yeah,
that'd be a good one.
We're probably not going to get there though, mate.
Well, mate, never say never.
Never say never,
mate. After that last little bit, Jesus Christ,
yes,
that's comedy gold.
This is absolute gold. I mean, but one thing you get with this podcast, which I think is great, you really get sort of highbrow conversations. You know, you get talk about world records, people shagging.
Animal, the way animals are exploited.
You learn. You're not just laughing on a podcast. You're learning.
Yeah, you come here to learn. You come here to laugh.
You come here to learn. You come here.
You go home happier and smarter.
And smarter. Exactly that. So, but yeah, guys, I think that's us for another show. You know what to do. Tickets for my debut tour, doing all right in 2025. They're out now. Would love to see you there. This show, you're gonna love it. Telling you. So yeah, go get tickets. Ticket link for that is in my bio. What they got to do on the YouTube, Whiteboy?
First of all, just buy the tickets for the show, please. Yeah, don't let my mate down. He does a lot for yous.
I do.
Do something for him, and I'll see you there. I'll be behind the counter selling merch. We're gonna have some nice bits, so buy some merch as well because I'll get a piece of that.
Yeah,
nice.
Whatever you do, if you do come and watch me, right? Just buy your drinks. Bring enough money to buy drinks. Don't be doing the bumhole technique, bumhole finger.
Because we know that one.
Because if you do that and we get complaints, then when I go tour again, they're not going to have me back, are they?
No. Plus, we're going to wise up all the bar staff. If anyone's coming with smelly drinks, don't fall for it.
Please, I'm going to put a ban. You've heard it. I'm going to put a ban. No fingers in bumholes at my shows. But please come and support the night. Okay?
Hopefully, it's not a deal breaker.
Glenn, was it?
Glenn.
I'd love to see you there, mate. But just just bring your cash this time.
Keep your fingers to yourself.
Keep your fingers to yourself.
Right, on YouTube, at Josh Jamesy.
Lisa
it's the channel
Sparks,
for the home.
We'd love to see you there. Lisa Sparks, we'd love to see you there, actually, funnily enough. Doing some big venues. If you want to beat that number of 900 or whatever, there'll be a couple of venues where you'll get the chance to do that. And my audience is mainly geezers. So... Lisa Sparks, get yourself down there.
Bruv, I think Lisa Sparks is going to be a bit old now. She broke that record in 2004.
Well, even more reason to...
She's going to be like 60 now.
Listen, my audience, couple of beers.
I don't think I'm ready to...
Couple of beers, my audience, they'll do whatever.
I don't think I'm ready to see it.
It's not a problem. What I got to do on YouTube?
At Josh Jamesy is the YouTube channel where you will find this podcast. Subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like if you like the video. Leave us a comment and hit the bell icon if you never want to miss an episode.
Lovely stuff. And rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I've been Josh James. This has been Chris White, a.k.a. Whiteboy, Rompers #1 podcaster, a River Dirty.
Goodbye.